What's good, y'all? It's Chris King II here, back with another video. Man, it's been a tough couple of days, and today I want to show my respects to a legend. Somebody who meant a lot to a lot of people, especially people in my generation, especially the men in my generation that love basketball, that love sports. Growing up, there were three players that I always kept my eye on, that I could relate to. Is not only just being a black man, but just off their skill set and the things they did, their work ethic, and how they went about playing the game, and how they were trendsetters. Outside of Michael Jordan, because I didn't really get to see him that much. When I got to watch basketball, he was a wizard, and by that time he was out the league. So, when it comes, it was three people, and those three people were, Allen Iverson. There was LeBron James. It was one of my favorite, and then there's Kobe. And I didn't grow up liking the Lakers. I was a Mavericks fan. I grew up, from the Dallas area, so like, but you respected his game, you respected his craft and the things that he did. Obviously everybody knew that, he passed away this weekend, him and his daughter Gigi. My thoughts and prayers go out to his family and loved ones. And I just want to say, like, beyond basketball, his legacy is beyond basketball. This is the guy who, he quoted himself saying, "I want to be known as a guy who doesn't waste a day." The Mamba mentality, I'm saying, something that, I feel people should, just take notes on. He has a legacy he left behind, and it's very sad. There's a lot of sadness going on, and, if I could come in and just be somebody who can just, give some encouraging words, when people pass, especially people of that nature, they leave behind a legacy. It's something for you to go back and trace and take pages out of and continue what they already had started and laid before you. And I think that's very important, as we're going into, the second month of this 2020. It's kind of been tough, all the things we've been hearing, we've been seeing, the World War III stuff. There's, this virus, that's overseas that's coming around. There's earthquakes and everything else. But, there's got to be something, something's got to give. We can't continue to be, sad and down. The year has just started, and there's a lot of positives that can come from this, and that's what I want to be able to bring, is the positivity, all of the love. Everybody is coming together in a sad time, and it's sad that death has to happen for everybody to come together. But I mean, it is what it is, and I hope that we continue to, strive to be great, like Kobe did, strive to put in the work and be willing to sacrifice, everything, to make sure that you're reaching your goals. So I think that's important. Make sure you checking up on your loved ones as well too. Around this time, I've been seeing a lot of my friends and colleagues. They've been checking up on me, or I've been checking up on them, and we've just been keeping each other encouraged. But it's definitely a hard time. But I just want to say that, there's light at the end of this dark tunnel, and we took a loss, not just for as a guy in sports, man. Like I said, he's more than basketball. This guy is a guy who was one of the top players along with LeBron, but he was the first top player to come out of high school and dominate for a long extended period of time. And he did it, sometimes he didn't have a lot of help, and he did those things. He won championships without Shaquille O'Neal. He's won MVPs. He's played hurt a bunch of times. I know players do it, but he's played hurt, some pretty, tremendous injuries. I've seen when Harrison Barnes was playing him on defense and he tore his Achilles, and the man, instead of leaving the game, this man comes in and shoots his free throws and makes them and leaves. And he strives to get back, and he was never the same after that, but he was still there. His mentality was still there. Mamba mentality was still there. So I look at it that way. I also remember the last game that I got to see him play in. I was in college at the time. I was in college, and I was in my dorm, and we all tuned in to ESPN and watched him drop 60 on national TV last game. We didn't think he still had it in him, but he did it. So it's like little stuff like that. But yeah, man, we gotta remember the good times and continue to carry the legacy. Just like with Nipsey, when Nipsey left, you know, I was very inspired by him leaving. What legacy he left behind when he left. Just about, understanding not having a life without purpose or doing things without a purpose. You're wasting time, you're wasting air. And Kobe saying, echoing another thing, I want to be known as a person that doesn't waste a day. That's it, so I would like to just, pretty much just give my respects and understand, let people be encouraged, just let everybody know it's gonna be all right, you know what I'm saying? And we have to move on, life moves on, but this is a tough one, and we should also carry the legacy that he left behind, continue to look at the things he did great and pick up on those things, with those great things that he left behind for us to do, just watching them and hearing some of the things that came out of his mouth, that were inspiring, so that's all I'll leave you with, CK2 signing out.